Today I took 4 trades. Usually my minute limit is 3 losses, and took 2 losses, took a break even, so had one more chance for a another trade. So 4 trades, 3 losers, one break even. Just not great, not great day. Not great in terms of planning, not great in terms of these 2 trades. Not great in terms of this trade not following my plan, but that's the only one that worked out. Just everything from planning to everything downstream, just not great. So yesterday there was sell-off and all the pivots are lower now. So it was a bearish relationship on all of them, and so today's open was under this low volume node here that I marked out. This is the low volume node, so I wanted it to reject from that area, and then it was also under value very low, so I want to see if it could reject from that area also. It was bouncing off of L4 pre-market, so that's something I noted, but other than that, my main thing was that it would continue the downtrend, and I would target this area here, anywhere in the low volume node or up to value area low. So yeah, that was my plan. That did not work out at all. But yeah, so initially market opens up and it rallies into this low volume node, which I kind of like. But even from its initial rally, seeing this huge sellers, and it's negative 1154 delta. All right, so a bunch of sellers came in, but only moved 5 points. A bunch of sellers come in here, not moving that much. I'm like, this doesn't really bode well for shorts usually. And again, it's negative delta here, but candles solidly green. And prices over here, lows are here, but delta of the lows that's almost making a CVD hidden divergence. And then these buying imbalances come in. So again, it looks a bit more bullish than I would like it to. But I am looking for shorts here at the 60s. So I'm looking for any sort of short confirmations. But again, negative delta here and a green candle. This is about to form a CVD hidden divergence, breaking the lows on delta, but nowhere near the lows on price. And again, bunch of sellers come in, breaks the lows, nowhere near the lows here on price. Negative 580, negative 600, but candles barely moved like 2 points, right? So again, bunch of sellers are coming in, but not moving down as much as I'd like. But then, I don't know, I'm thinking about yesterday, I guess, where just a bunch of sellers came in and it just pushed price down. And I don't want to repeat that again, although technically that wasn't a mistake. It was just I didn't get any confirmation. So that's fine to not take the trade. But today I'm coming in with I guess a mindset where, because of yesterday, I'm thinking it's just going to sell off and I need to catch this somehow. And if I can't catch it like I didn't yesterday, then I'd be very mad. And that was kind of what was going through my head. And so basically, I kind of ignored all these signs, and I was just trying to look for something for shorts. And if I can't find anything, I shouldn't take anything. But I don't know. I feel like yesterday got to me, and that's not good. So negative 900 here, moving like 4 points. CVD hidden divergence. These are all long confirmations, right? And I'm saying long's not in my plan. It's in the low volume node. I mean, technically, maybe I can say that I'm taking a long off of L3, but I wasn't too confident in that because it opened basically right at L3, and yes, maybe it did support here and is supporting at VWAP, but I don't know. It just wasn't on my plan. And now selling imbalances come in, selling off, and I'm getting very frustrated now because I feel like it's going to repeat yesterday's scenario where it doesn't pull back, it doesn't give me an entry, it doesn't give me great confirmation, and it just sells off. And I'm saying I really hope it's not like yesterday where it just straight sells off without giving me any sort of confirmations. And I'm getting increasingly frustrated, and that's obviously not very good. And I asked myself in between, I'm like, do I just go long? But then I'm like, no, because it's not in my plan to go long. But I don't see anything great for shorts. I only see great confirmations for longs. But I don't have a long level, so now I'm like, okay, I shouldn't take longs because it's not in my plan, but now I'm just trying to force shorts here. So again, negative 1,000 delta here, negative 1,000 delta here, to go 5 points. And that's not really looking good for shorts, in my opinion here. So as it keeps going down like this, I'm just frustrated out of my mind here. And I feel like it's going to be a repeat of yesterday. It's just a sell off for like 30 points. And yeah, it comes down and forms a delta divergence, and POC's at the lows here. Buying imbalances come in. CVD hidden divergence here. Great confirmations for long. But again, I don't have a level. And now I'm like, okay, is it a pullback to go short, or is it a reversal continuation to the long side here? And I try to just stick to my plan and try to go for shorts here. I'm looking for a pullback for a short entry. Just pretty much ignoring the hidden divergence here, and then the delta divergence on the 20 range chart, and all the buying imbalances that came in. So I'm trying to look for a short here. I don't get much. If anything, I'm getting a delta divergence on the 1 minute, which is a long confirmation there. But yeah, I kind of get a little bit of a P shape with the POC at the highs. There's nothing other than that really. CVD divergence forming again. But yeah, I enter with 2 contracts just based on the P shape. Kind of a P shape with the POC at the highs here. And just ignore this big ass hammer candle and the CVD hidden divergence. That's huge. Honestly, not great confirmations, but at this point in time, my mentality is that it's just gonna sell off, so I'm trying to get an entry. Maybe it was a forced entry, maybe it was a FOMO entry, probably a FOMO entry. 1 minute delta divergence and another one there. and then a 2-minute delta divergence, a bullish here. So this could have been a great long entry, but longs were not in my plan. I was trying to short the thing. I don't know. I don't know what to do in these types of situations. Obviously, I mean, like I shouldn't do anything if it's not good confirmations, but like I don't know. So I got stopped out real quick there. Delta divergence on the 20 range chart too. Honestly, it would have been a great pullback to long in hindsight. That would have been 54 with the stop at about 49. So 54 and stop at 49 over here. So right on that candle, I could have went long. And that would have, I don't know, maybe I would have gotten stopped out here, but either way, that was great confirmations for a long setup here. Now, it comes back in and makes somewhat of a double top here. It breaks the highs, but RSI is still lower, and I like that. It's a high volume shooting star here, right there. So trying to look for more short confirmations. I get a little bit of a sell-off, and that's pretty much it, because there was a P shape here, and I just go in again. Yeah, not great entry. Not great confirmations either, but yeah, it gets supported again. Forms a delta divergence almost, and then goes back up. Stops me out really quick. 2 quick losses. I took all of them with 2 contracts. I don't really know why. I should have taken it with 1 contract. Yeah, but after the first loss with 2 contracts, I felt like I had to take it with the 2 contracts to make up for it. I don't know. It was just not my best day, to say the least here. So now here, I'm pretty pissed because now it's selling off, and I feel like it's not going my way here. But what I do see is this delta divergence again, with buying imbalances coming in on the 20 range chart, delta divergence on the 2-minute again, and then bunch of sellers getting absorbed there. Then again, 1-minute delta divergence, CVD hidden divergence again. Just long confirmations throughout. And I'm like, okay, 2 shorts failed. I'm going to try a long. So when it comes back, and this 2-minute doesn't actually end up as a delta divergence, but almost does. I was thinking about longs here, and I was like, it's not in my plan, I shouldn't take it. And then, and then it rallies with buying imbalances here, rallies up, then comes back down. And now I'm like, okay, there is a rally. It proved itself with buying imbalances here. And I get in here with that 20 range delta divergence. So that was pretty much my only confirmation here. Much better entry would have been here, in this area with the stop under here. That would have been a much better trade. Yeah, because I took it over here. If I took it here, I would have been, I don't know, pretty much out of it, I guess. Maybe. But even here, it wasn't too bad. 20 range had a delta divergence. And then as it comes back down, 2-minute forms a delta divergence also, bullish. Then it supports here, forms a kind of a B shape. A bunch of sellers get absorbed here. And then it forms a delta divergence as it goes up. So I like that. I like the second delta divergence on the 20 range chart. Great confirmations. It just didn't have a level. Wasn't in my plan. And it rallies up. So I like that. And thought I was pretty much golden here. 3R would have been POC. And then if I wanted to get to break even P&L wise on the day, it would have been Valieri high. But because I only entered with one contract, because technically not in my plan, but confirmations looked really good, so there was that. But now here at 75.70, yeah, right around Valieri low, it forms a delta divergence on the 2 minute here, and it starts selling off. And now I'm like, okay, my plan was short around low volume node into Valieri low. So this is actually part of my plan. Maybe I should take the short. And I don't know. I'm just looking at it like, okay, this long was not in my plan, although it does look good because this 5 minute made a nice little demand zone here. So it could come back to the demand zone, retest, which ended up happening. And then it'll go rally, right? So I wanted to give it space to work out, but also it's rejecting at Valieri low, which was my initial plan in the pre-market. So maybe it could just sell off from there. So now I'm stuck between these two theses. And then it does form a bullish delta divergence here, but it comes up and rejects. So there, I just exit at break even and decide to see if I can take shorts on Valieri low. Which was obviously the wrong decision because it goes up, forms a delta divergence, and it forms two delta divergences here. But I actually take a short because it's in my plan and I need to follow my plan. Honestly, it's these types of days that I just want to say screw my plan because clearly I'm not, my plans suck. Delta divergence twice at Valieri low here. So I don't know why, but I enter with 2. Maybe I'm just trying to get back on P&L. Should have been with 1, honestly. But yeah, instantly forms a delta divergence. Bullish, starts going back up. But also on the top side here, it gets absorbed. Positive 973. This was pretty much the only good short confirmations I got today. The other 2 trades, crap confirmations. This was the only trade that actually made some sort of sense. And it does sell off a little bit, but forms a B shape, comes back up, and that was pretty much it. Forms a delta divergence bullish on the 20 range, and just the dips were getting bought. Tried again, and then got bought back up, and then it stopped me out. So that was it for the day. Followed my plan on all 3. 2 of them were bad confirmations. The last one was pretty much my only good legitimate trade here. These 2 I probably shouldn't have taken, and even if I did, I should have taken it with 1. This one I don't mind taking. It was a decent attempt, I think. But yeah, but the best one that worked out today was this long, because that actually ran further than all my other trades, 1.2R. And then if I just held without shorting this Valieri low, it retested this demand zone that it formed on the 5 minute, came back to just about break even here, never hit my stop, rallied up, and that would have been 3R and more. So yeah, this thing not in my plan worked out. Great confirmations throughout. If it was just in my plan, I would have capitalized on it, but Instead, I was on the wrong side of the market the whole time. So, yeah, I don't know. I need to work on not taking these kinds of trades. Horrible confirmations. Just should never have taken them. I don't fault myself for this one. But I guess my main thing is that my plans have to be better. I just didn't account for this. Maybe an L3 long, I don't know. I don't know.